mobs there. In the Necropolis Desert, we have a different set of mobs. There's only, I'm trying to think, one mob that overlaps between the two. Is the Swarm exists both in Freedom City and the Necropolis Desert. Outside of that, they're pretty new. Here in the Necropolis Desert, we have the Fiend, we have the Brute, we have the Creepers, we have the Scavengers, and we have the Elementals. So, I mean, I hope you guys really enjoyed this build, and can really appreciate how much freaking work we got in a really short amount of time. I mean, we basically went from 2 mobs to 11 in one build cycle, which is fucking nuts, right? Pretty nuts. Oh, that wasn't a good idea. Oh, that there is a fiend, roaming fiend. Oh my God. Look at that guy. That is one. Nasty looking dude. So again, just like in Freedom City, all these mobs have their own rotations. We actually did maps. Oh my God. They all have their own rotations, and you can find the rotations. So we posted maps in Discord so you can see what the rotations are. Oh man, too many. Are there any restrictions to stacking the same quest? Cause I could see people loading up a lot of the same reward quests, reducing the time for grinding. We want that. We want people to figure out innovative ways to loot and grind as quickly as possible. So as a matter of fact, it's purposefully done that way. Obviously there's going to be some restrictions, but you see, basically the question you're asking is what I just said you should do. I don't know how other developers are with their games, but I don't want to make a game that's unlike how people want to play. If I'm going to go farm for F-class materia, I want to pick up all the quests related to F-class materia, so that, or reserves, so that I can do all of that in one swoop. If I have a quest where I have to kill, 15 fiend, I want to pick up all the quests that have to deal with fiends, so that when I go do that rotation, I can maximize my rewards. I know some developers or games will want to steer you away from that because I guess they're wanting the game to have more longevity, but I feel like that will frustrate people more than anything. So we've actually tailored our quests in a way to help encourage what it is that you're talking about. So these, that's the Brute and the Fiend. Let's show you some other enemies. My favorite enemy by far. So like I said, the Swarm is the only one that that are the same within Freedom City and Necropolis Desert. Oh my god, I'm out of ammo. Fuck. I can't play. Are there restrictions? I can't play it in the video library. That's. I can't play it. It has to be in the NVIDIA library. That's why I'm asking. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really speak too much to that because I don't know anything about the service other than, you know, what I've heard from some YouTube videos or something. As a matter of fact, I really just only heard about this service a couple of days ago. Shit. I need ammo. Lots of it, actually. You don't have ammo. So, I need ammo. Each map has a gun vendor. Actually, the Santonia Islands does not have a gun vendor because there's no shooting in the islands. We have officially made the Santonia Islands the rest and relaxation place. There's no mobs in Santonia Island. There's just fun and sun in Santonia Islands. That was too bad. Let's see what else I need. I'm good on that. I'm pretty good with everything. Maybe I could use some of this. Well, actually, boom. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get 300, and I'm gonna put 100 of it in storage. I see, you guys see this, like when people are like, oh my god, wipe this, wipe that. It's like, dude, we gotta deal with the wipe too. So we'll put 100 of in storage. But 250 of these. I hear a creeper. I hear a creeper. I hear a creeper. Son of a bitch is somewhere around here. Where is he? I bet you that's him right there. As a matter of fact, see? Boom, creeper. Let's see him. Oh. Jesus. Oh my god. Run for your lives. Holy hell. So, you know, there's a reason why there's a skull icon there, right? Red name. I might die here. No, I'm not gonna die. I'm good. I'm good. I just need more space and stop fucking around. So, and see, harder enemy, better materia. So you can see that one, how much damage that one strike did, which is actually pretty freaking brutal. Holy cow. That was fucked up. You're doing great work and creating a nice piece of art. I'm happy you're doing because it's amazing work on the heart. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Mixon. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your kind words. Working super tough. You know, could we have put the game out earlier without adding these mobs? Yes, but obviously, as you guys are going to see, because, you know, we played the game, and we just didn't feel like there was enough content. And we, you know, you only get one chance to make a first impression. And listen, we didn't want to have people saying, "Oh, there's 2 enemies that you can, you know, fight in this game." Are there more than 2 enemies? Yes, but technically from a mob standpoint, we just don't want people, you know, coming at us with that. And we just felt like, you know, the game needed more enemies. So that's what we did. And at the end, the people that are playing the open alpha will benefit from not having to farm the same 2 mobs over and over and over again. So now there's more mobs in very unique locations. So there's just way more content and stuff to do. And I feel like I'm happy with what we are asking people to play as far as an open alpha. I mean, there is a shit ton in this game. Is the game complete? No, it's not. Far from it. Is there enough for you to get, you know, hundreds of hours out of this game and have a great time? Absolutely. You know, I personally have like 7,500 hours in this game, obviously, because I'm a tester and stuff like that. But, you know, there are plenty of people that play this game and have gotten hundreds of hours out of it. And, you know what I mean? It's a free-to-play game. So I feel pretty happy and comfortable, you know, in that space. Did we have secondary gear stats in the last build? I can't remember. If we didn't, now we have secondary. No, I think we did. We have gear, comes in 3 different classes. Common, rare, epic. Also in 3 different tiers: tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So there's tons of different gears that you can farm, each with primary and secondary stats. So if there's a particular build you're going for, you can definitely go for it. Me personally, I'm trying to get my magic up as high as possible. You wouldn't be able to tell it now because my gear got wiped, but I'm going for a build that has as many magic secondary stats. I just don't really have a ton of gear right now to be able to flex like I could yesterday before the wipe. Alright, let's see if we can find some scavengers. So we have opened up this entire area around the desert. So now it's not just what's in the middle of the desert. You can see the entire desert all the way around has stuff. So there is plenty to do in this in the Necropolis Desert. And I was checking to see. Oh man, I don't have my mount. I didn't equip my mount. Oh, speaking of which, so now you can do / change outfit and question mark. And so it shows me all the outfits that I that can be changed to. So I can say change. Jesus, can't type today. Let's say 40. So I'm in my Sailor Maiden outfit. So that's super convenient for me, especially if I'm in the Santonia Islands. And what outfit did I have? Ice Queen. So basically, it's really helpful if
Cadet, I would strongly recommend returning back to Freedom City.
Don't you worry about me, Cortex.
Extremely powerful enemies. Your current
Okay, so
power
that
level isn't high enough for you to be in
is the
this
scavenger there.
You can view your power level by opening up your inventory. Your power level
Oh,
is
I didn't talk
located
about
at the
power
bottom
level.
of the gear stats panel.
Yeah, you can switch outfits now using that command. What will you guys do about damage numbers being so high? Overall numbers like you doing 150k damage. That's actually just a visual thing. So that's because it's something that I like personally. So there's a damage multiplier. The only thing it's really doing is it's taking the actual damage number and multiplying it by 1000, because there's some nerds like me that just like really like to see big damage numbers. Hey, this is our video game. We could do whatever the fuck we want, right? So the actual damage that you're doing to the enemy is not increased by checking this checkbox. It's just that instead of showing 100, it's going to show 100,000. And it does no damage at all. It just kind of gives you it's kind of like damage porn. Just makes you feel good about seeing these big damage numbers. And if you're talking about the physical size, or like the actual size of the numbers, you can customize that by just using the slider, damage number size. So this is the multiplier, and this is the slider. I have these. This is disabled by default. I have it checked because that's just what I like. So it's completely up to your preference, whatever you want to do there. Let's connect since I am PC. You should check it out. There's plenty of clips of Conan. Yeah, I know of Conan Exiles. Plenty of clips posted on our Discord. A bunch of people. I think our mod play. I'm not our mod. Our community manager plays Conan Exiles, and I've seen a bunch of videos, so I'm pretty well aware of it. Okay. Alright, so yeah, this scavenger. This one is so close that if I shoot the scavenger... Oh, that's the other thing, and we did this on purpose. Is so now mobs, even, they kind of have 3 states. One is that they're just sitting there. The other one is that they're roaming. And even if they're just sitting there so that they don't look super static, they will move just a little bit. And one of the reasons why we did that is, like, let's say if I want to attack this group here, they're super high leveled, like really high level. Like if I pull 3 of these, I'm going to die 100%. But to give me a better chance, like this one, so you see it's like level 15, 16, and what is that other one? It's level 15. So they all red names. They all got the skull icons. But I may be able to wait. If I don't, well, first of all, I shouldn't even be here. The only reason why I'm here is because I'm showing you guys the mobs, right? But I know many of you are going to be trying to farm mobs that you shouldn't. So you see how now they're positioned where he's a little further away. So I can maybe try to snipe him and see, hopefully. Yeah, see, I didn't alert those. Yeah, I didn't. So I can go after him now and pick them off one by one. It's going to take a longer period of time. Oh, shit. So one-on-one, even though I took like a ridiculous amount of damage there. I did not mean to do that. I dropped that potion. Really, if you have to do this to engage with a mob, then you should not be engaging with this mob. You should be able to just rush in and take these guys head on. If you're not high enough level to do that, then you shouldn't be doing it. Okay. And really the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you the scavengers. So these are the scavengers. This is pretty much the second highest level enemy in the game today. So if you pick them off one by one, it's a possibility. But do you really want to be farming that slow? Right? So if you're asking me, the answer to that question is no. And then you have these guys. Actually, I'm not going to go for him. Not him. Not him. Does the change outfit use your saved colors? Yeah, I just saw that. So it's supposed to. Wait. It does. I just did not save any colors. So what you just saw, I'm going to check on it, but I'm pretty sure we're okay there. So basically, what Hikari is asking is when I did the change outfit and I changed back to this Ice Queen, it changed my colors to yellow primarily. I'm 99% sure that the reason why I did that was because I do not have any saved colors on the Ice Queen outfit. But I will check that. I actually noted that to test. I really need a mount to kind of not him either. So the next enemy that I'm going to show you is the elementals. There are elementals in the main area of the map. Actually, I'll just show you these first. This makes more sense. Because it'll give me a look at those guys. Louise. So give me a chance to show you these. Oh. Okay. That's not what I want to be. Picking my spot. Yeah, I'm almost, oh no, shit. I'm dead. Maybe not. I'm not dead. These interim levels help a lot. Okay. So, these are the elementals. And that is a cube stack. So now, just like we have the physical crystals that you can destroy to give you materia, we also have these physical objects that you can destroy for the dark cubes. And just like the materia and their colors, they all match up to the type of dark cube or materia that they drop. So I'm gonna just try to pull one, because getting hit by these guys at a level 716 is pretty much means instant death. I'm dead. Ooh. You mad? You mad, bro? These are highly resistant to gunfire. That's another thing that we added with these new mobs, is that we can tailor their how susceptible they are to gunfire, because you know you got to get in there. So as you can see, it's proving to be fuck, I don't have enough time for any of that. Okay, so alright, so there's a couple of things. One is that was a pretty difficult fight. I needed, if you're gonna go fight an elemental, you better have a lot of HP pots, shield pots, before you attempt to try to take on an elemental. In that area there were 2 elementals. So not only would I have needed to take on one, I would have needed to take on 2 of them. And then I would need to get at that cube stack before the elementals respawned. So as you can see, and the reason why we kind of architected it this way is now, instead of just going to anywhere and doing anything, and the way we had previously was that, actually I don't want to be up here, is that for every episode, the mobs would scale. Basically, if I was on episode 1, I would be taking on level 1 mobs. Episode 5, level 5 mobs. Which really did not feel good as far as progression. So the change that we made now is that there are safe place areas for you to be in the maps, and there are places that are not safe. So as a player, I don't know what that does for you guys, but for me, I'm getting my ass handed to me here. I want to get stronger so that I can be here and whipping ass. So that gives me a goal. So now I know that I want to be farming in Freedom City, crafting, raising my skills, getting better gear, and that way I can come in here and I can kick some ass because I'm just under leveled. I'm just not supposed to be here. So that gives me motivation to, you know, increase my character level, which is a pretty big deal. So that elemental was the last mob. I believe I've shown you guys all the mobs.